Does it say it now? Is the information correct? Refresh didn't work. Hold on. Oh! Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to put. There's not really a game that I can put in there. Jonah, what do you do when you're just chatting? Oh, there you go. One of these days, I'll actually remember it. I'll actually have the right category when I'm streaming. What? Let's get out of here, babe. That's the way to survive. Y'all top off the head. I'm on the set. Do the impossible. Don't you wanna bet? Cause a lot of things change. We've been waiting in vain. You wanna get by. No pain, no gain. Wow. Bitches wanna test me again. Sorry, I'm gonna stop the brain, yo. I'm so sorry. Let's try to straight up. We're gonna make it happen with great rap skills. Get ready to rumble. Now for the time. You know, now you know. Impossible, see invisible. Roll, fight the power. Crush the power. Wait till I'm invisible. Roll, fight the power. What you wanna do is what you wanna do. Just break the rules that you see the truth. This is the beat. Cheek, cool baby. Roll, fight the power. Second verse dedicated to the real beats. All we gotta say is so real thing. Cause revolution ain't never gonna televise. Kicking a map flow. Microphone phenotype. Open the third eye. Overground. I'm about to teach you where to sing from the underground. Cover with a side flavor. And now we're not facing do the impossible. See invisible. Roll, fight the power. Touch the untouchable. Break the unbreakable. Roll, fight the power. What you gonna do is what you wanna do. Just break the rule that you see the truth. This is the king. G come through, baby. Roll, fight the power. Thanks for the host, hey. I appreciate it. Chug a normal bottle of water. What's basically a bottle of water right here? This is 750 milliliters. I mean, if you guys want me to raise the cost, I can do it. I can make voicing a Pokemon character 50,000 if that's really what you want. Let's get out of here, babe. That's the way to survive. Y'all top off your head. I'm on the set. Do the impossible. Don't you wanna bet? Cause a lot of things change. Maybe wait anything. You wanna get by. No pain, no gain. Wow. Ricky's wanna test me again. Sorry, my rhyme's gonna stunt your brain, yo. I'm still starving for the straight up skill. We gonna make it happen with a crazy rap skill. Get ready to rumble. Now be the time. If you ain't know, now you know. Good luck, fellas. Impossible, see invisible. Roll, fight the power. Touch the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Roll, fight the power. What you wanna do is what you wanna do. Just break the rule that you see the truth. This is the king. G, cool baby. Roll, fight the power. Second verse dedicated to the real peeps. What we gotta say is so real thing, cause revolution ain't never gonna televise. Kicking a map flow, microphone phenotype. Opening third eye, see into the overground. I'm about to hit you with a scream from the underground. Whole city's covered with a cyber flavor G's in your area. And now with the top best in the world. Impossible, see invisible. Roll, fight the power. Touch the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Roll, fight the power. What you gonna do is what you wanna do. Break the rule that you see. This is the king. G, cool baby. Roll, fight the power. Impossible, see
I do remember that Protector. Dude, Battle Network introduced me to so much. It introduced me to Dissonant Tones. It introduced me to, like, a lot of the redesigns. It has a special place in my heart. Power Ranger fighting game. I've heard it's really solid. I'm sad that it just doesn't have as big a fan base. Oh shit, we lost like everyone. We're down to 46. Oof. Can't keep their interest forever, huh? Yeah. What happened to that? I don't think it's too dry for me to use, but it's like completely sealed along the top. I gotta get some. Supposed to be kind of solid. It's basically all solidified. Like it's coming out of two is kind of like a translucent molasses rather than. Alright. Back to the other stuff. It's not his whole thing. Yeah, this is more of a casual stream, you guys. This is just me trying to take care of stuff. It's just a thing to remind him to drink. Yeah, you pretty much nailed it. Excuse me, Mario? Yeah, I'm probably, Nathaniel, I'm not sure. I kind of guesstimated how much I was gonna need, in order to cover all the walls, and something tells me I'm gonna get close. I hope. Tell you what, after I finish this panel, we'll take a look at the back wall and we'll get a feel for how many we'll need per wall. I have 25 of these right now. I have 25 of these total. So we'll see. So my guess is we're gonna fit as many of these as we can on Sunday, figure out what we're missing, and then I'll have to just spot fix the remaining areas myself. But just having most of these on the walls is gonna do a lot of work for reducing the incoming sound. Describe, I feel like I know what you're talking about. Describe sound traps for me. base traps that you put in the corners to reduce base being caught. Oh, no. No. I can probably find stuff to fill the corners with. Super Fairy!
Rick Hero and Lego she's shown as 1-0.
Oh my god, thank you for the 100 bits. I can probably find stuff to put in the corners, whether it's like a mattress or blankets or stuff like that. But I don't do a lot of base stuff. So I think for the short term, this should be able to help me out. This is basically just so that I have a studio I'm capable of working with from home for broadcast stuff before the whole isolation lifts and I'm able to actually look into getting a proper booth.
Hey Sean. Hope you're doing well, pro. Hey.
I'm doing okay, Reed. Keeping ourselves busy. Thank you for the 100 bits. So after this panel, if these are holding up well enough, I think we'll try and put one down. We'll put one up on the wall over here. So we'll try and put one right in that upper corner, just to get a feel for what it'll look like. Try using these fancy things right here. Good. Let's do next.
I don't want to fight, but I have. Let's go, baby. Take
Hey, there's a song we're all familiar with. So let's move this one out there and swap out one of the ones we finished earlier. And I'll show you guys what phase 2 of this part is. Here was the first panel that we did at the very start of this stream. Flip this over. Throw that over there. We got our command strips. Voice acting panel. Smartass. I would go with the Velcro, just because it's easier to tack on, tack off. Yo, Buffalo! Thank you for the host, dude! Buffalo Prime, also known as John, if he still goes by that. One of my best friends of all time. Childhood best friend. We were crazy about Legend of Mana, Crystal Chronicles together. Dude is now a successful streamer. Could not be happier for him. Nathaniel, thank you so much for the subscription, dude. Is this the sticky part? That is the sticky part. What is this song? This song is a banger. Oh shit, I put this on backwards. Of course I did. Oops. That's fine. That's fine. That's how it's supposed to be. Let's try and hang this bastard up. Here is the first test.
stream is now over.
And we would sit here and just hold it for about 60 seconds.
小僧ちっとは楽しませてくれんだろうな。
Mic's all the way over here. Sorry. So that's the first panel. We got a lot left to do. And that's why the second, tomorrow's morning stream is going to be mostly just hanging these up. Well, let's get a feel for, what I said I had 25 of these. Let's see what it looks like when I grab the others. Give me a sec. So we're looking at about... It looks like it's going to take about 3 to reach the width of the wall. How about... So 3, 6, 9, 12... So my guess is, if it takes about 3 to cover the width of one of these walls, 6, 9, we'll probably be able to do one wall with about 12 of these. So unfortunately, because we got a giant window over here. This side, oh, sorry. So that side's got a window. We got the door over here. This wall is basically the only one that's completely closed. Each of the other walls has something that is taking up a bunch of the space. For example, we've got the closet door here, so we can probably just take one panel and manage to attach it. Oh, it's a tough fit, but we'll make it work. No, not on the mirror. So we'll be able to slam it right up there. We're definitely going to need more than 25. This job is not going to be done at the end of this weekend, but we'll have made progress. And as long as I'm facing towards the direction of the foam, we might be able to block some of the, most of the reverb, at least for the start. And then we can take care of the rest of it the following week. What are you saying? Would any measuring tape help at all? Would it help in what regard? I'm not sure what you mean. What up, Jeff? Anyway, let me I'm feeling good about this one too, so we'll put these first two up. Let me grab the stuff for this and I'll put it up over there. Well, I already know for a fact, Jeff, that this is going to get completely used up. Like, all 25 of these are going to just barely cover over 2 walls. So I'm going to have to go out and buy more after this. But we'll have made some progress. So, hey, are you suggesting that, like, I measure out the big ones and I fit whatever big ones I can, and then cut individual pieces to fit in the corners? Also, Jeff, thanks for the host. I mean, this isn't supposed to be a long-term solution. This is going to end up getting replaced with a proper, like, portable booth when the time comes. This is just so that I can actually get this out of the closet and record in a proper space for the meantime. I'm gonna be so sad if I do all this work and then the sound quality isn't any different. I'll fucking cry. Come on, Velcro. Whew. Sound quality should be better. I don't know much about it. Yeah, something to absorb reverb is gonna help. My hope is that it helps enough. I'm gonna reposition myself. There we go. Oh, baby. That's a lot of work. Well, the bright side is... I'll talk in a second. I'm gonna wait till this is put up there. That's right, I forgot about the ceiling, too. The bright side is these are not as heavy as, like, picture frames. So once they're up there, they should stay up there. Because a lot of what would cause stuff to fall off during college was, you know, it was just heavy enough that the summer heat would start to melt away the glue on the command strips. And then eventually the glue would just be too weak to hold the weight of whatever it was holding up. But in this case, these things are very light. Alright, I think I've spent long enough without you guys being able to ask questions, and this is technically an Ask Me Anything stream, so... Let me turn this around. Drink water. I know. Trust me, chat won't let me forget. That's just because I was standing on a freaking... step stool for 5 minutes. Sip, sip. You got it. Oh, I gotta swap this out. What was the most absurd line? You guys are bastards. One. Two. No, I'm definitely doing more than one wall. Like, I'm going to find out what additional resources I need after this weekend. And then I'm going to go out and buy the extra stuff that I need in order to finish the job. I don't think I'll have a second stream for it. I mean, I won't have another set of streams for it after this weekend. But at least you guys will get an idea of what I'm going for. Alright, let's look at these questions real quick before we move on. Where should I start? Okay. How much did the materials for these panels cost? This entire palette of acoustic foam, including what I've used so far, was about $200. A 12-pack was about 20 bucks, and I got 10 of it, so 200 bucks. The glue, about what, 15, something like that, not very expensive. The mounting boards were $369 each. Nice. And I got 25 of those, so we're looking at about $69, $75. So total cost of these materials, I'm gonna say when all is said and done, is probably gonna be close to around $750 to $1,000 to do all of these walls, plus the labor. Should be hopefully okay. Do you have I do not have a popcorn ceiling. Thank God. I have boring concrete. Or not concrete. Just boring plaster, whatever the hell that is. But it's definitely not a popcorn ceiling. I can absolutely use additional panels to cover up that ceiling. I know, right? What? Alright, we'll see how it looks at the walls. For those of you who don't know, a popcorn ceiling is the term used for... I'll look it up. I'll get an image. You almost undoubtedly have seen one. It's basically a ceiling that has, like, little bumps. Like, if you run your hand along it, it just feels very jagged. I'll bring an image of it real quick. This is what a popcorn ceiling texture looks like. And compare that to the walls that I have. And well, it's the same as... If you've ever been jumping on your bed and you accidentally raked your hand, the back of your hand, against a popcorn ceiling, and now you have a permanent scar, now you know. Nice and smooth. Nice and flat, like my ass. There was one time, I actually have a permanent scar right here on my wrist because my friend John and I, in college, for some reason we were just being stupid, you know, as we do. And we were going through the dorm hallway pretending that we were like characters in Call of Duty. Like doing barrel rolls and like crawling against the ground. And during one of the times when I shacked up against the wall, I dragged my wrist across one of these popcorn walls. And so now I've got a permanent scar from it. Or that. It's either popcorn or cinder block, I'm not sure, but they'll both fuck you up. See, I saw there was a couple other questions, so let me check real quick. Yeah, definitely if you're asking a question, I would highlight it just so that it's easier for me to find. What was the most absurd line you think you've had to record in your career?
I hope I can still do my Monotaro voice. Daddy, no! When you lick me there, it makes me feel all funny.
Monotaro is just full of lines that made you go, hold up! Hold up! Stop! Last one I'll do before I do the next panel. Nathaniel, I'm a big fan of ReZero. What was it like doing all the sounds and screams for the show? I was very hyped for ReZero. Like, I knew that I was capable of pulling off the shouting and the screaming that was required in that show. And as selfish as this sounds, I did see it as a chance to prove myself, because if you check out my BTVA, I have, like, no anime roles at all before Guido Mista. Like, I had some incidental recurring roles, like Eyelashes and One Punch Man, and, like, the Sugeno, the gym teacher, in Toradora, or Excel World or something like that, but, like, nothing bigger than whatever level. And so, to go from that to Subaru... By the way, funny thing that you bring that up, Captain Coco, I used... If you remember that scene from Magi Labyrinth of Magic where I was going on a tirade as Kasim and shouting at Alibaba, I used that as kind of my foundation for where I pulled air from to do the screams for Subaru. So I'm really, really proud of the work that I did on ReZero, and it makes me really sad that the show never really got a chance, whether it was because of office politics or just how the market was at that point in time. But if I'm allowed to toot my own horn for a second, because it's the one role that I did that wasn't voiced by Jonah Scott, please check out the series. It would mean a lot to me, because it's one of the few. I'm sorry, Jonah. I'm taking credit for this one. Fuck you. I'm Suction Cup Man. Fuck you. That's my role. But I am the entire cast. The entire cast knew going into this how big it was in Japan and how respected the actors were for the Japanese sub. And we all knew the challenge that we had ahead of us to embody those characters without trying to... We had to still make it our own. We couldn't just be one-to-one parrots. But without losing the magic that made the original so good. And I'm not going to go into detail because there's stuff that shouldn't be discussed here. I should let those actors say what they want to say. But a lot more went into the development of that show than we were expecting. And a lot more bonding with our characters happened than some of us were prepared for. And I'm really proud of the work that I did. I'm Kaysen, yeah, Chris Kaysen, the director, fucking fantastic job, and I have to give the guy kudos because there were so many times when I was nitpicky about a certain take, and I'm sure he could have just flexed his muscles and said, listen, we can't keep bullshitting with this, we have to move on. And I'm sure he probably eventually did that once or twice in his own unique way. But the dude was very courteous and very kind about letting me just explore and get a feel for the character and do stuff that I felt I was comfortable with. And then behind the scenes, just picking the best take for that moment in time. But ReZero's very close to me, and I know it's probably too late at this point, but I really hope that it gets a chance to be like properly broadcast someday. I recommend watching the whole series, but if I had to point out highlights, I forget which episode is the one where he breaks down in Amelia's lap. The dub's free on Crunchyroll. There you go. Crunchyroll was able to start streaming again. Find the episode where Subaru breaks down in Amelia's lap and watch that. Episode 15 with the underground scene. That's all I'm going to say about that. For those of you who have seen episode 15 and know about the section I'm talking about, when he goes on a murderous rampage of shouting, I did all of that in one take. I swear to God, Scout's honor. We didn't break that up into segments. I did that entire string in one take. We did a safety take, but Kaysen told me we're gonna just end up using that first take because we got what we needed. Episode 18, just because I do not remember talking that much. I just don't. And episode, I think it was 24. It was either 23 or 24. There is a part where I have to voice myself and another character. And all I'm going to say is I want people to understand that it was me for both of the voices. It was not the other actor chiming in as their character. I was doing both my voice and the other character's voice. And in addition to that, we did not stop between characters in order to change up between the voices. I switched between both character voices in the same take. Back and forth. And that's what you hear in the final show. So there's a lot that I'm proud of. That's why I gave those examples. We have the example of me crying and try to sound legit while I'm crying instead of fake crying. We have me doing my shouting, my murderous screaming. Episode 18 is a great example of me showing a wide range between downtrodden and angry and hopeful and all this other stuff in a very fast-paced episode, fast-paced slow monologue. And then being able to show my range when I'm voicing those two characters. Why are you locking me in with these glue fumes? I don't want to die, though. Yeah, and blocked. Can you cry on cue? Probably not, because I try to actually put myself into a position of crying. Like, I want to have actual tears coming out of my eyes. So I think about things that depress me, like student loans and the fate of Carl. Oh, Jeff doesn't know about the history of Carl. Carl is, I'm sorry, was a forest pupper. For reference, I had to cry. Damn. That's tough. That's rough, buddy. Carl is a very good boy to this very day. Just not an alive one. Alright. That was way longer a break than it should have been. Han, Logan knows that I'm hoping they can drop by today, right? Okay. So I'll probably cut the stream at like 4 p.m., give myself an hour break so I can move stuff around, and we'll do the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stream at 5. Did your quality options get yeeted? What do you mean by that? For like the stream? Okay, as long as it's not something I'm doing. Keep hearing like Wario screams. Fancy music though. Let's make some progress. Tilt this down a bit. There we go. Hydration, you got it. Karaoke, my favorite rap song. My favorite rap songs are all in Japanese. It's like that one closing theme from Bleach and the opening theme from Gantz. Level 5, start. I will not. Thank you. I can't even remember the Japanese lyrics properly. Alright, fine. I'm hoping I remember the lyrics, but give me a sec. I'll sing, it's not a rap song, but I'll sing something for you. Hold on. Alright, give me a sec. All right. Where is Saltybet? Edit. Properties. I'm not hydrated at all. But let's see what happens here. Dreaming of the stars on high that speak to me in secret sighs, drifting on a breeze. Only I can seal and hear. Already messed up on that one, but could it be the sacred wind that's calling me to now begin to walk into the dark, carrying the light of tomorrow? Beating of the wings up high, beyond the earth, beyond the sky. Come now, don't hesitate, don't look back, we've got to go now. Don't fear, you'll be safe from now on. Morning sky watching over the world. Deep inside, so silently, my heart must beat. Deep inside of me, memories flickering and shimmering on endlessly. keeping close to the path, morning sky watching over the world, moving over endless mountains oh so high, walking to the light. Your heart will see the path and you will find the way. Slightly off key, just wait and moving over endless sky oh so high. Tomorrow will follow when above your promises today. Just wait and see. I love that game so much. It's so fun. I haven't had a chance to sing it a bunch, so I have to get back into actually practicing it. No, stop. 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 We already just sang it. Properties. No, delete it. I don't want it to get canceled again. There we go. Let's see. Where is brother? Lyrics. How can I repay you, brother mine? How can I expect you to forgive? Clinging to the past, I shed our blood and shattered your chance to live. Though I knew the laws, I paid no heed. How can I return your wasted breath? What I did not know has cost you dear, for there is no cure for death. Beautiful mother, soft and sweet, once you were gone, we were not complete. Back through the years we reached for you, alas 'twas not meant to be. And how can I make amends for all that I took from you? I led you with hopeless dreams. My brother, I was a fool. Do 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 Don't cry for the past now, brother mine. Neither you nor I are free from blame. Nothing can erase the things we did, for the path we took was the same. I think that's it. Is there another set after that? No. Beautiful mother, soft and sweet, once you were gone, we were not complete. Back through the years we reached for you, alas 'twas not meant to be. My dreams made me blind and mute. I long to return to that time. I followed without a word. My brother, the fault is mine. So where do we go from here? And how to forget and forgive? What's gone is forever lost. Now all we can do is live. Yay. Don't make me a D&D bard. I would just sing penis music all day. Now, here's the test. If I upload this to YouTube and it says, oh, I'm sorry, your video's been demonetized because we recognized what you were singing as this song, that means it was good enough for the YouTube algorithm overlords to block it. Anyway. twitch.tv/saltybet. You guys are very good at making me unproductive, by the way. Very good. And get back to work. Introduce the cat to the foam. Oh my god, please, no. God, Panda, don't destroy all my hard work. Of course he's adorable enough. But I can't get too close to him, or else a puppeteer magician might infuse me with shadow energy and force me to fight him to the death in order to learn how to battle. That would suck for everybody. What up, Maverick? We're setting up acoustic foam panels. Today is mostly just making them, and then tomorrow we'll be gluing them up, but by Monday I have to hope that these panels manage to provide enough sound absorption that I can do my work. So, I'm not gonna lie, I've been incredibly fucking stressed the last several days. It's between client work, or I'm hoping that my studio's good enough for the client work, and thinking about, like, I haven't been working, but I've been spending more money day after day than the last couple of months combined. Between the materials for this, and equipment for streaming, and just, in general, it feels like there's very little time for myself. And it's starting to wear down on my brain. But I have to make sure, at the same time, that I don't leave AJ behind and I make time for her. I don't know, dude. It just feels like I'm playing catch-up with everybody else. Oh, no, I'm using... No, don't worry about that. I'm using, Let me flip this for you to show you real quick. So, these are being mounted to an actual, like, poster board. And then the poster board, I'm putting command strips on, and I'm putting that up on the walls. So I'm not using the glue. The command strip is for the actual attaching it to the walls. This is for just creating the panels. But getting back to what I was saying, if I'm being perfectly honest, it feels like I'm playing catch up right now. It feels like I'm trying really hard to not only keep my acting skills up to scratch, but to even have my studio be up to scratch. And I don't feel worthless, but I feel really behind. I feel like I missed the boat, and that a lot of actors are chilling with each other on stream and doing all these things together and finding ways to hang out, and I'm just kind of here, existing. Just trying to do my best. This is a big boat, dude. Got a lot of room. You know, I've spent a lot of my life having to convince people that I was worth being around. I was oblivious a lot of times in elementary school to when, you know, kids wouldn't want to talk to me, or when they considered me a nuisance, or they only kept me around because then I could be the butt monkey of the jokes. So it's weird because I'm confident about what I do. I enjoy the work I do. I have fun with the characters that I play. but I often worry about having to prove to people. This sounds so selfish. I have to prove to people that I'm relevant, or else why should they care? Why should they care? They got their own lives to do. They got their own businesses to run. So I generally just try to stay out of people's way. It's a vicious cycle, I guess, because if I try to stay out of folks' way, then they're like, oh, you know, Chipluck doesn't want to be with us. You know, he's too isolationist, no pun intended with the current climate. But agency doesn't mean anything if you're not booking the work. I appreciate that. Like, I'm very glad that I've stuck to my morals, and I haven't lied about who I am. Like, I will go and I'll try to hang out with peeps who I admire and support, and I'll do my best to, you know, support the industry. But I'd like to think I'm really good about not being fake. That I'm honest about who I am and what I enjoy doing, and I'm not gonna force myself to play stuff I'm not interested in because it's the cool, hip thing to do. But I also understand that this is an industry where, you know, playing nice with everybody is important. And sometimes that works against me. Sometimes because I'm not really interested in doing the big voice actor brohas and acting like I'm best friends with everyone. Sometimes that works against me where I'm just kind of on my own making this work. You know, I know at least one actor who never wants to talk. They never want to say anything in any of these social settings with other actors, because if they don't speak, then there's no risk of them saying something that a different actor finds offensive. Which honestly I think is smart. I honestly think that's smart. It sucks, but it's smart. Plus, I want to work with people I consider friends. That's my secret, Cap. I'm so oblivious, I don't know who considers me a friend. There was one person who I thought I was on really good terms with, and it turns out they hated my fucking guts. I could, I'm just scared that the glue's gonna get used up faster if I do it that way. I'm like, we're already down to like that level, and I'm waiting for the friend to show up, hopefully with replacements. So I'm on thin ice right now. So I hope they show up soon. I don't know. I can try it. We'll see what happens. just feels like an extra step, to be perfectly honest. What up? I can't. Oh, it's my mic stand. Cool. Anyway, I don't mean to turn this into a pity party stream. I apologize. A lot of my life is described as, I mean, this is kind of a generic thing, but I guess it can be best described as trying to do my best while minimizing how bad my fuck-ups are. Why? Okay. Yeah, you get fights like this sometimes. Oh, my legs are gonna be so sore after this. freaking Dio. Is that Ronald McDonald Dio? He's just spamming those supers, isn't he? My God. Panel's done. You guys got a couple questions you want to ask? I'll get the next one. Hopefully grab another thing of glue. I think we might have some regular crazy glue in the counter. I'll wait for the friend to show up. This one hasn't dried up. Post office run, yo. Make sure you highlight your message. It'll be much easier for me to find. Who's your favorite animal maverick? Either Storm Eagle or Wheelgator. Wheelgator is definitely a favorite. What's the story behind favorite Mega Man Zero game? I liked X2. Or Mega Man Zero 2. One was a little bit too basic with the power-ups. 2 kind of refined them. 3 and 4 were a little too complex for me. What's the story behind the Saltybet's Never Gonna Give You Up? Just, I decided I wanted to contribute to Saltybet because I used it so often. So I would take songs that I knew I could sing, mostly sing on key, and I rewrote the lyrics to be relevant to Saltybet. In fact, I can play one for a sec. Let me... Saltybet. Properties. Alright, so let me see if I can, So this is one of the Saltybet songs that I made back in the day. Is this it? Oh yes, it is. Here we go. That was one of the first songs that I did as a lyre mix. It's a bop. I'm pretty okay with that. So that was one of the first ones that I did. Very basic, very bad with music, getting the music in the background and not have the lyrics so that I could sing over it. But I improved over time because this was one of the last songs that I produced.
Rich as hell, that is me. It's time for me to choose your path. The power of my salt stack can determine your payout cash. Will they rush down or mix a beat? Glitch you out or fly off screen? Salt power keeps my bed hand strong to guarantee you won't be free for very long. Time to scam your ass into the salty mines. Salty mines. Don't act like you know all of the matchups. The matchups. My arm. I'll summon up the power of the salt hand. Won some dosh, feeling great, but don't think that you're out yet. My influence over the bet odds will rob you of that upset. My guesses are statistical. My betting is deliberate. If I bust, then I'll hear it for weeks. My butthole clenches when two waifus meet. Dropping 20 million on a single match. Single match. Skewing the odds to hell with my salt hand. Salt hand. My arm. It's summoning the power of the salt hand. Everybody wants me broke, salt parted from a fool. Hyperactive Mugen fights, so hype they will make you drool. You say my salt hand ruins the fun, setting the odds at 1,000 to 1. The only person who it doesn't work on is the dude who got me hooked on this, that salty guy. Building up that tension before round 5. Round 5! Maybe one day I'll go back to the mines, crying hard. Crying hard! My arm. A summon of the power of the salt hand!
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm just showcasing it for the new peeps. Come on, Saltybet. Come on, Saltybet. There we go. Hey! What a song to come back to. back to post-college days. The first song you ever heard on Saltybet was Super Salty Betting. That one, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. That one didn't age as well. You can definitely tell we've started to streamline the process of making these. We're running low on the resources, but the actual creation process is going much faster. I'm gonna check how the one that I did with the glue style is turning out right now. If it looks like the hold is a little bit better, then I might be able to make a couple more with this. I'll be stalled for time. Give me a sec. So it should be usable. I think we just need to make sure we get good coverage for it. I'm gonna have to like smoosh it a little. Favorite devil arm. Wasn't there one that like let you punish enemies for it like if you successfully dodged, then you were able to do like a really sick counterattack or something like that? Rivals of Aether Workshop. Everyone was always there. Everyone was gonna come up with God mode characters eventually. Is this tournament still going on? Goodness gracious. Yeah, I think it was probably the Royal Guard style. You're right. Ray just won the finals a while ago. What the fuck? I think normally, I don't know if their system has changed very much, but I know that normally after like a tournament, it opens it up for people who want to do requests. So users are able to like spend money in order to put in requests for characters, specific characters to fight. Sorry. There we go. I was like, this sounds like an Etrian Odyssey song. I guess it's a remix of a Sonic song? Pretty cool either way. When was this discussion? Sip, sip. I have a question. Do you believe the non-tax-paying villagers should be met with jail time or harsh punishments? Are there taxes in Animal Crossing? What is your opinion, that they should end up with jail time? Okay. Note to self, don't break the law in front of Silent Soundscape. Jesus. Noted. God, I really hope this... Oh, I got it. Don't be Grand Blue. We're here for you. There you go. So save that. We'll go ahead and rate him in about 10 seconds. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys for the live dub happening later today. And tomorrow, hopefully we'll be hanging up a bunch of these bad boys. Sure, fuck it, let's go. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And hope I can keep entertaining you in the weeks to come. Let's go raid.